And we are back, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Luke Kang Kicking It. My name is Luke Kang. Today we are kicking it at Founder Space Studios with my guest here, Leonard Smith Jr.
Yeah, that's right. It's your boy. We out here kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Have you always gone by Luke Kang, like since the Mortal Kombat days, or like is this like a childhood nickname, or is this something you just came up with like as a stage name type thing?
It's like 50-50. Okay. So I used to Schmel Schmied.
Okay.
Right? And at the same time, typical Schmied Schmeller, bro, I started rapping as well.
Okay.
And so I needed both an alias and a stage name. And I used to get busy on Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
In between Schmel and Schmied,
yeah, I
would just get busy on Mortal Kombat all day. So yeah. Luke Kang.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, my real name, I would rather get in trouble with or have to deal with Warner Brothers than another comedian, because we have the same name and we do the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I
mean? Okay. Okay. All right. Interesting. That's funny because I also used to Schmel Schmied. I've never seen anybody like edit themselves in real time like that.
That's hilarious.
That was pretty impressive.
Hey, we don't incriminate ourselves here on these shows.
Yeah, because a lot of us, Schnoke Schmied, Schmel Schmied, and we don't want to incriminate ourselves.
Goes hand in hand.
Yeah. But I used to Schmel Schmied and rap about Schmelling Schmied.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And my rap name was Silky Johnson.
Silky John. Okay.
Silky.
Shout
Johnson.
out to Chappelle
Show. Yeah, because you always want to call me
Leonard Washington.
Washington.
Yeah, exactly.
From the classic dice rolling champion sketch from
bro. My favorite quote:
trading spouses.
Oh yeah, he made a return.
Yeah.
One of my favorite quotes, bro. It'll just pop into my head out of nowhere, bro. But it'll just be like, "My name's Leonard Washington. I don't get buck naked for nobody."
So many classic lines, man. Oh man, it really affected an entire generation.
Facts. Yeah. Like, okay, so the same kids that grew up quoting SpongeBob, got older and then grew up quoting Chappelle Show.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? I don't know. I'm a little bit older. I feel like I'm probably a little bit older than you, but I have never watched a full episode of SpongeBob in my life.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. But I was on that Chappelle hard.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I think, you know what? That's fair because I started watching when I was too young. Like the Boondocks and the Chappelle Show.
Oh, yeah.
I was not supposed to be watching when I did.
Oh, yeah. I was like 18, 19 when the Boondocks came out.
Okay, yeah. I was like 13, maybe 12, 13.
Yeah. That's interesting. I was a little bit too old for the SpongeBob, but Boondocks, Chappelle Show, like Aqua Teen, like Hunger Force.
Oh, okay,
Like Adult Swim just was that really
shaped a lot of people's humor.
Yeah,
bro.
that and like It's Always Sunny.
Yep.
Yeah, I used to like, me and all my friends used to like meet up and watch Boondocks and meet up and watch like fucking It's Always Sunny.
That's hilarious. Back to Silky Johnson.
Yes.
So, how long were you rapping?
I rapped for like 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was that transition? Like, did you ever officially say like, "Oh, I'm not doing this no more," or did it just kind of fell by the wayside?
Nah. I know how it all ended. I like it all started because I always like to freestyling with the homies.
That's how it starts.
Smoking Schmied. Yeah, smoking Schmied, freestyling with the homies.
Yeah.
And I used to be terrible. I had a friend in high school. He was a music guy, a musician. I remember we like would make tracks.
Yeah.
Just like they were terrible. They were bad. Like
really?
I'm talking rhyming, handle with candle. Like
gotcha.
bad. And
dude, that would fly nowadays.
Yeah.
Right?
Probably.
It'd probably be pretty up there. You'd be in a second echelon.
I just
nowadays.
know the first song I ever recorded with him and like some other friends was called I Smoke Dro. And it was in 2005. And
word.
In Atlanta, Georgia, and it was stupid. And you got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
And then by 2009, I was rapping with someone in a group called the Time Haters.
Okay. So you were Silky Johnson.
Yes, it was me and a friend of mine. He was a half Korean, half Irish angry man. And his name was PMC, Pandemonium C. And I was Silky Johnson, and we were the Time Haters. Because we would freestyle together. and he'd be like, bro, you're really good. And like he was the type, he had like fucking
he would write
books
his raps
full
and
of
stuff.
raps and shit. And I would just freestyle my shit like in the moment and create it. Like it's funny because my creative process is similar as to like with my stand up. But so then we started, and then we eventually parted ways, and then I was rapping solo, and then like that was going well. I had like fans across the country.
No shit.
Not across the country, across the world. The shit was wild.
That's what's up.
And
man.
like Norway, I had this like British blog site like put me on like share my music and then like hook me up with a producer.
Oh, that's what's up.
A British producer, and he like remixed one of my tracks.
Was it one of those like DJ Flip where he's like, I'm gonna fly one lucky contestant out to LA.
It wasn't even a contestant. They just like emailed me and was like, hey, we like your music. Can this dude?
Okay.
I was like, oh, okay. It might have been his website. I don't know. But
yeah, oh dude, people definitely have fake secretaries.
Yeah. It was
like my girl, she took like a yoga training class, and the lady has I think her name is Donna.
Yeah.
And it's clearly her.
You gotta fake it.
It's clearly her, bro. Like she does not have reception. Yeah.
And I was like hyped on it at first, but I was like, this doesn't mean anything. It's just some random, like who even goes to this blog site? But you know, I met an ex like through rapping. Okay. And like throwing parties and shit like that. And then we were friends, and then we started dating. And then I remember I did my first show out of the state. I went and did a show in South Carolina, and she came with me, and she just like kind of fucked the whole vibe up and kind of ruined it. It was like a little low key jealous, not even just like a little jealous of like
scared.
Maybe that I would, like scared. I don't know, just like, and then eventually like wore me down to where I stopped rapping.
Ah, damn, fuck. That's you know, man. I will say this: your story is eerily similar to mine. Only difference is I can't give it up. I still like, I can't officially be like, yeah, you know what, I'm done. I still write. I still pretend. I still go to the homie's house and he'll play beats and I'll be like, yeah, send me this shit. I'm gonna write to it. Yeah. And it's just like nothing's happened in like 5 years.
It's kind of crazy because like I'm happy that you still like enjoy it and like it's like at least like a hobby or something that you do that you like. Because like I feel like my whole mental view of like rapping, like trying to be like a real rapper was like skewed in a way that was like, oh, this is immature. Like I shouldn't, I'm too old for this. Blah, blah, blah.
That's kind of, I'm at that place right now.
And I was at that place for I've been at that place since then. So I haven't rapped. The last time I was like rapping, or last time I put out music was like 2013, 2014.
Okay. Gotcha.
2014 maybe. And but I always freestyle. I'll be freestyling with the homies. Yeah, and I'm the best. So like, of course I'm a freestyle.
Yeah,
you know
of course.
Saying? When I smoke that Schmeed, your boy is on another level. You know what I'm saying?
I get you.
I be flowing, you know? And so I recently have been like through this creative endeavor. I'm working on a special that'll be coming out here in a couple weeks.
Word.
And it like a homie of mine who is an actor and like he makes music and stuff. He like found out that I rapped, and then he heard my old rap music, and he was like, he sent me some beats. He's like, I know you're making this special. He's like, you should make a little like 3-track EP with it. Like,
that's pretty beats. Cool, man.
And I was like, fuck, man. Like, I don't know. But then the beats were really tight. But I haven't made a song. I'm still trying to get over it. Yeah. It's been like a month or two, and I've had ideas, but I haven't like written anything down or like locked anything in. So
is that like a pressure thing?
I think it's a pressure thing to like maybe I'm not good anymore. Maybe like I don't know how people are gonna perceive this.
Yeah.
What do I even rap about now at this age?
Bro, okay, so that's where I'm at right now is I was really good when I was ignorant.
Yes. Yeah.
Now that I know better, I have to do better, and I'm like, am I at that level? Can I make my quote unquote mundane life exciting to somebody?
Yes.
You know? And I think that's where my fear comes from is like, shit, am I boring? Am I boring now because I don't do all this dumb shit, you know?
And for me, it's like, am I going to be that cliche, like, oh, look, this nigga rapping about, like, oh, I don't want to hear.
Rapping about rapping.
Yeah. Or it's like, oh, there goes Chance rapping about his wife again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, so, like, I don't know, man. Because when I used to rap, all I rapped about was smoking weed, partying, and, like, that was it.
Right.
And, like, trying to take your chick, even though at the time I was getting no bitches, but now I could, you know what I'm saying? But now I don't. Now you but if you can, you don't want to rap about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, exactly. I feel that, bro. A lot of things that I rapped about came into fruition as far as that, like my persona was like too busy to be tied down type shit.
Too busy to be bothered.
Yeah. Okay. And now I'm motherfucking busy, bro. And I would like to be bothered.
You would like to be bothered. Yes. It's tough out here, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. And it's like someone bothered me and I'd like to keep her around, bro.
Yeah, please keep bothering me.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Hey, I was just wondering, when could you bother me again?
Yeah,
Are you going to be able to bother me?
Let's set an appointment so you can bug me, dude. No, I feel that, bro.
Okay.
Definitely.
Interesting.
So, you said you were out in Atlanta. Is that where you're from?
Yes. I mean, I was born in Virginia. I lived in Virginia. I lived in North Carolina. I moved to Atlanta when I was 15, and I lived there for like 14 years.
Okay.
So
Atlanta is like your, that's where your life started.
Yeah, I think that's, I mean, my life is in like maybe an adult and like a viewpoint. I already was like an outside the box thinker, but when I moved to Atlanta, I was just like, oh, I really don't know shit.
Right.
And let's see what's up. You know?
Gotcha. Yeah, because you strike me as like just a tinge of country.
A tinge of country.
Like if I had to guess where you're from, like I was gonna say Chicago actually.
Okay. Because
Chicago is one of those cities that's like a big city, but if you go right outside of it, right next to it is like country
people.
You know what I mean?
The rest of the state is country.
Right. And so you strike me as someone who lives in a city surrounded by country.
Yeah. I mean, Atlanta. I mean, and I am from the country. You know what's funny? I feel like people can't place me. Like my entire life, people can't place me. I was just in Austin for like 5 days. I did it was really tight. I did a show at Comedy Mothership. I did a show at
that's sick,
Vulcan.
man.
Yeah. I've done the mic at the Mothership, but like this was the first time I like did a show at the Mothership. Shout out to Brian Simpson. And,
shout out bro, dude.
And these people were there were like, everyone thought I was at the Vulcan. I was in the green room with a bunch of comics in there, and everybody thought I was from California. They were like, oh, the way you talk from California. And then I've people from past told me they thought I was from New York. People told me they thought I was from California. I lived in Oakland for a second, and like everyone, it's just weird. Nobody can, because it's like I have an accent. I don't have an accent. It's kind of just like, I feel like my accent is just like American accent.
Yeah.
Just city accent. You know what I'm saying? But every now and then I'll throw a y'all or shoulda or finna or coulda, like.
That's the difference. That's how I could tell when someone's more country than city, is when they say finna instead of finna.
Yeah.
Because finna is a little bit more like, I guess, like, it's broken the atmosphere. You know what I mean? Everybody say finna now.
Yeah.
Ever since that one chick made that one sound, who you finna try? Who you finna try? You remember that?
Oh, I don't remember that.
You gotta go look that up.
Okay,
that's old YouTube, bro. That's
who you
old
finna
YouTube.
try? Okay.
Yeah. But ever since that, I feel like finna's kind of big, but fintna,
yeah, fitna.
Like fixing too,
yeah,
but with a bunch of apostrophes, bro. Like that's how you could place somebody in this country.
Fitna.
Yep.
Yeah, man. So I mean, you know, I feel like I don't even know where or what I sound like, but I guess I just sound like me.
I think that's a good thing, man.
Yeah.
I think that's the doors are open to you a little bit more because someone can immediately identify with you.
Yeah. That's why your boy be booking these commercials.
Right,
you know
right. Which I wanted to bring up, man. That was, I was working. I have a day job, you know. Well, it's a night job, I guess. And I was watching TV. Well, first of all, congrats. I saw you at the Super Bowl. That was awesome.
Yes, I wasn't at the Super Bowl, but I was in a Super Bowl commercial.
You were.
And that shit was tight.
You were on the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I was on the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
I wish I had enough money to go to the Super Bowl, but one day.
Right.
One day.
One of these days.
One of these days.
Yeah. No, the best thing is you don't even have to have the money. It's just to be invited.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Somebody just be invited to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I've been to some Super Bowl tailgates before, though. So
yeah.
that was cool.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah,
I've never been to a tailgate. But yeah, that was exciting. I saw you at the Super Bowl, on the Super Bowl, on a commercial. And then I was at work the other day. I saw they brought you back.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, they brought you back.
Oh,
man.
This is news to me right now.
Yeah, breaking news. So if you don't know,
I mean, I knew they brought me back, but I haven't seen it released yet.
Right.
And
right.
So
if you don't know, Leonard Smith Jr., my boy here, he is a couch potato.
Yes, I am.
Yes, and that's for Tubi? Or Hulu? Pluto. That's the new TV streaming, right?
Yeah, free television.
That's
free
awesome,
TV
man.
With Pluto TV.
This is not a sponsored ad.
It's not a sponsored ad. I just love them because I got to play my dream role, potato.
A potato. That's
fucking
awesome.
Couch potato. It's literally me. I grew up on the television, raised me.
Right.
And it was kismet,
Yeah. Who's
serendipitous.
Who's your TV family?
My TV family?
Yeah.
Either like the Hill family, King of the Hill.
Okay.
The Simpsons.
That's who raised me too.
Yeah.
Homer Simpson was my dad for a little bit.
Yeah. The Simpsons, King of the Hill, Hey Arnold's little commune, little house.
Ah, yeah.
There's a lot of cartoons. I don't really believe in people, so I didn't have it. The sitcoms were never really my
They didn't
thing.
really bust like that.
I would watch them, but it wasn't like I wasn't. It was like I'm here by myself, raising myself. I'm not. I don't. Some people like they wish for that. I wasn't wishing for that. I was just like, that's not how it is.
That's funny. I never wished, but I identified. Red Foreman was my mom, dude.
Red Foreman.
My mom was like, "I'm gonna kick your ass," to like everyone.
Yeah,
like she would yell at other people's kids.
You know, it's funny. I forgot about that '70s show. I did love that '70s show.
Me too.
That and Malcolm in the Middle too. Malcolm in the Middle. That family.
Yeah,
they were just. I was like, all right, I can see some aspects of it.
Right.
Just like up to their own devices, fucking around.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I have a sister, but she's like 10 years older than me, and she moved out when she was 16, so I'm basically like an only child. Okay. So it's just like, all right, Mm-hmm. But yeah, Malcolm in the Middle. Malcolm in the Middle, 70s show.
I like that you said up to their own devices because that's something I just realized right now. What made that show so funny and like so relatable was that everyone had a secret. Everyone had like a secret life going on.
Yeah.
Like the dad, he had the bulldozer. I don't know if you remember that episode. He had the steamroller. He was just steamrolling shit.
Oh,
like he had these weird like double lives.
Oh, they all did.
The mom at the grocery store
with her little work husband.
Yeah, yeah. Work husband.
What was it? Did Reese was he dancing one time? Malcolm's older, like not the oldest, but the
middle one, right? Yeah, he
like got into something and he was like so embarrassed.
He was secretly like into
dancing?
some soft shit.
Yeah, I think it was like ballet. It was something crazy. Oh, it was cooking. Remember he was cooking and then he like poisoned everyone at the end.
That's hilarious. Nah, I don't remember that.
Oh man, it was like they forced him to like take cooking classes because he was fucking up, and then like they discovered he was really good.
He's like
cooking.
A chef. Yeah,
and they were like, oh, maybe this could be the thing he could do. And then like when it came down to like, that's what it was. When it came down to like win the competition, there was a cooking competition for the class at the end. And his food was really good, but he poisoned like everyone else's food.
Oh,
so everybody started throwing up, and he was like, "You didn't even need to do this."
Yeah, yeah, you could have just killed it on your own.
And then we never saw him cook again.
That's hilarious. And then Dewey was just everywhere, bro. Yeah. He had like a million lives.
Dewey was he was leaving he was in a secret universe.
Right. Right. He was Perry the Platypus.
I don't know who that is.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's a little bit I guess. I was too old to be watching that shit too. It was Phineas and Ferb right there. Perry the Platypus.
Phineas and Ferb. Phineas and Ferb.
Phineas and Ferb is definitely a strain somewhere, bro.
Did they have the big noses?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, cool.
But yeah, man.
But the Super Bowl commercial was tight. Playing a potato was tight. It would have been tighter if it was a SAG commercial. That would have been tight.
Was that during the time that like everything was kind of super regulated because of
that was more theatrical, so like commercial wasn't affected by the strike. It was affected in the sense that more people who normally wouldn't be auditioning for commercials were auditioning for commercials.
So now you're competing with people from movies.
Yeah, and shit, and like TV shows. So it's like, well, fuck. Now it's a little bit tougher.
Yeah.
But I technically can join SAG. I just haven't joined it yet because I book more non-union stuff. But
yeah, of course.
If I book another SAG thing, I have to join SAG.
There's no getting around it. You have to be part of it.
Because last year I was in a Super Bowl commercial last year as well.
Really?
Yeah. With
what
Diddy,
was that?
With Diddy.
Oh no! Oh no! And you're like best friends with him and shit.
I literally am in 5 commercials with Diddy.
Oh damn!
And
they're about to fucking raid your house.
Yeah,
dude.
my role was like Diddy's assistant. So like,
oh no,
like his right hand man.
Oh man,
in all these commercials.
Shit, they're gonna name you in the case, dude.
Yeah, so they were all SAG commercials. So I mean, I got paid. That was
cool.
Nice. That was great for 5 commercials. But I think they took all them bitches down.
Yeah.
I should have. My dumb ass should have recorded it for my reel or some shit. Yeah. But whatever. You know, it is what it is.
It's all good.
I don't think people really look at reels anymore anyway. Who knows?
Nah, they just go off of like your Instagram reels.
Yeah, exactly. Don't look at your commercial reel.
Yeah, who follows
or your voiceover reel.
It's your Instagram reel, dude.
It's your Instagram reel.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. Have you experienced that ever, like in acting or like in trying to book shows or anything, like people putting stock into your social media more than your talent?
I mean, I think so in the sense that I just don't get booked on shows that I reach out to, or I will reach out to a show, won't get booked, but then like I eventually meet a producer or the comic, and then like they see me, and then they put me on the show.
Yeah. But that's a lot of people say like nepotism is huge in Hollywood, which it is, but like it's not this innate thing. Like sometimes you can like fish for nepotism. You could cast a lineup. You just got to be out.
Yeah. And that's the thing. You got to show face. You got to show face. You got to be seen. So that's how I combat it. Because like I don't have a super lot of followers, but like I just show up to places, and I used to have like some shame, but I have no shame now. And it's just like, hey, I would love to do your show. Hey, it looks like a fun show.
Right.
But if I say that to you, I'm probably going to at least show up and show face too.
Right. That's important, man. Like, I've been kind of busy. I've been like building these podcasts and working on things. And your boy's not getting booked for live shows anymore.
It's tough, man.
Yeah.
Because all right, I think in the local LA scene, there's probably at least like, I always say 2,000, but now I'm like, there's got to be like 2,500 stand-up comics.
Yeah.
From like open mic to like book.
All the levels.
To all the levels. There might be more than that.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Like, it's like, if you aren't out here asking or trying to get it or showing face, no one's going to be thinking of you.
Right.
Because there's 100 other comics.
Right.
Who are DMing the same producer,
staying at the top of the stack,
emailing the same producers who aren't even talented sometimes. Some of them are talented, some of them are not talented, but they're trying, they're hustling.
Right.
And then maybe that producer becomes jaded, and then they just don't book people. This is basically my story with Home Cooking, which is my show.
Okay.
Which is it was a weekly show, and then like so many people were trying to get on the show and DMing me and emailing me and asking me. And then it just became to where like, whoever I see, if I see you at shows, that's what I'm booking. When I'm out on the scene, that's just who I'm going to book.
Yep.
The people that I see and I talk to.
Right.
And then that's just how it happens. And then I'm just like, or the people who I know who actually reach out to me. Sometimes people you're like, I know this person, but I don't want to reach out to them. It's like, bro, just reach out to me.
Yeah.
And then if I forget, reach out to me again, because like, I understand when you run a show or book a show, you also have a life, and that should be like, for sure, be crazy.
Life be lifing sometimes.
Life be lifing, and I be forgetting because I be smoking a lot of schmeed.
Yeah, yeah.
And so it's like, just remind me. And then sometimes people, they hit me up so many times that I'm like, yes, and then I might regret it.
Yeah. Hey, at least I got you out the way, bro.
Yes, exactly.
You had your audition, you didn't get the fucking part.
Yes,
dude.
yes.
You're not gonna be a regular.
So, and then I feel bad, and then there's just so much. I know both sides of it. So it's like, because when I'm so happy, I used to have the show and I stopped having the show, and it's like I don't have the anxiety anymore because I used to feel bad to be like, oh, I can't book this person, or I'm trying to book this person, or people don't. And then I think people hold grudges because then it's like, you're not booking me on your show, so I'm not going to book you on my show.
You know, I feel like, which I've heard a quote before. My lady says this all the time because I'm always just like assuming the worst of people. She says, don't attribute to malice what could be attributed to ignorance. But I feel like in this case, when it comes to booking shows, a lot of times it is more malice than ignorance, where it's just like a Cold War. Well, you didn't invite me to your thing, so I'm not going to invite you to mine. And it's two people waiting for their shows to pop off so the other person can be like, can eat the humble pie. Yeah. And be like, hey, man, you know, I'd love to be on your show, you know?
Yeah.
And they want to be able to be like, nah. But it's just like, bro, like that's, your circle becomes so small like that.
Yeah. See, the thing is with me is like, if I am in that situation, I'm waiting so I can be like, yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, come do my show.
Mm-hmm.
And then it sucks that week. You're like, no.
Yeah, right. I thought I was balling.
This never happens.
Yeah, exactly.
This never happens.
Right.
It's such a stupid game, and human emotions get affected and caught up in it in so many different ways.
Right.
And sometimes they can fester and turn into other things.
Right.
So it's a weird world to navigate. So I would just say, like, because right now, I feel I've done stand-up like 3 times in the last 3 weeks or some shit like that.
Right.
But that's because I haven't been out here every day DMing people or asking people to be on shows.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's just all about just fucking asking people.
Yeah. It's really, and it's like,
have you been like putting yourself out there to try to get booked, or?
No, I haven't, because I know where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I gotta finish these things. I gotta set everything up. I finally got my place now. I'm working on building shit up. But also I've always appreciated like samurai culture.
Okay.
And one thing is, for them, it's don't swing your blade unless there's a reason for it. So it's like there's no reason to chip your sword. So it's like, if I know that I need to, I already unlocked this last 5-10 minute set. It's done. It's set. Now I need another 10 that's going to coincide with that so I could work on the... So let me write for a little bit. Let me sit with myself. Let me experience life. And then when it's time to take that and perfect it, then I'm going to start, you know. I have my local gym I go to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do my mics and shit.
Yeah, I see. And I think that's smart because I feel like that's the way I kind of maneuver it. And, you know, you see a lot of people maybe get ahead quickly or get to places that you want to be, and you're like, what? How? And it's like, maybe because they show up all the time, but then sometimes they're not ready. And sometimes they figure out as they go and they get better. But with me, I've always been like, all right, I know what, I feel like I'm a very self-aware person. And I always am like, I am going to try to stay at my level.
Right.
I know things that are below what I want to do.
Yeah, don't devalue yourself.
Or want to participate in. But maybe I won't turn down an opportunity if it's given to me that is higher than my level. Right. But I'm not going to pursue it and then make myself look bad like I'm prepared for that level when I'm not.
Right.
So it's been an interesting last like 8 years for me. And I mean, the interesting comedy life for me. And I think I've finally gotten to the point where like I am good enough to be passed at these clubs. So now I'm going to go and actually try to audition at these clubs. Okay. Which I've never done. And I know people who were like, oh, I've been doing comedy for 6 months and I go to the Hollywood Improv open mic every week. And it's like, why?
Stop chipping your sword, bro.
You're just making yourself look kind of bad. Like, people do get funny and you see it all the time. I've seen people where I'm like, that person is not funny. And then like I see them 6 months later or a year later, 2 years later, I'm like, holy shit, this person's funny. Right. Or they were funny then. Like, you know, so it's like, I don't know. I think I think it's kind of smart maybe if you're like, I'm not ready, let me just work on it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what cracks me up always is because I go to hell rooms to work out. I don't like working out in comfort.
Yeah.
I like no, you're good.
Gotta pay for my parking.
Oh shit. Are you gonna do it on the app?
Yeah, we do it on the app.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
cool.
yep. Listen, when I got to the meter, it already had like 54 minutes on it.
Yeah, of course.
And if you pay on the app, because it was only quarters. It only took quarters. It didn't take a card.
Okay.
And I was like, if I had to pay on the app, I had to start all over again. I was like, bitch, I'm about to get this free hour. What you talking about? I'm not
for sure.
I'm not gonna play no game.
While you do that, I'm a
tell me the story.
Like so, something that cracks me up always is so I go to hell rooms.
Yeah.
To practice and stuff because I'm from the school of skate on this shitty skateboard, so that when you get a good skateboard, you already know how to maneuver on it.
Yeah.
That's a true story. My dad got me like the swap meet skateboard and shit, so I could learn how to skate. But my favorite thing is to go to these hell rooms and you see people that are like not funny, and you follow them on Instagram because you're like, I always give everyone a fair shot.
Yes.
And then you go on their Instagram and the next week they're like, hanging out at the Comedy Store, about to go up on potluck. And I'm like, motherfucker, you just wasted such a good shot, bro.
Yeah.
You wasted a good card, bro.
Yeah. Now this is what they think of you.
Yeah, now they think you
They're
suck.
not going to pick you again for a very long time.
Yeah, man, for real.
Yeah, man. Potluck is like, for a second there, I was like, but now I haven't submitted for potluck in a long time, but I'm like, I should probably get back on it. I need to start doing the Sunday Madness, whatever the fuck that thing is. It's like where you get 2 minutes. It's like
That's on Sundays?
At the Comedy Store. It's like this new thing and it's crazy.
That's cool. You know what it is? I think that they're trying to fill a hole. Joe Rogan left a huge fucking hole when he left in that store, in that club when he left. Yeah. And like there's still good comics, there's still a lot of people that that we came up with. Like cuz what's your comedy class? What would you say like when you started going out and being out there?
Man, like I it's so funny cuz I came out here in 2016 and started doing comedy as soon as I came out here. I was doing like open mics in Atlanta for about 6 months before I moved to LA, and I was doing stand up, and I'm like a lone wolf kind of guy, so I didn't really make any friends. I didn't
Gotcha.
I didn't know who.
Well, we met outside of stand up.
Outside of stand up.
Yeah.
And I think your show is like one of the first book shows I've ever like did.
No way.
Yeah.
Look at that.
One of the first ones I did. It was one of the first ones I had did since I came back to comedy.
Gotcha.
Because like I came here, I moved, I was doing these fucking bucket mics and showing up and not getting up. And
I used to have to like get gangster on fools to like let me get my stage time, bro.
Yeah, it was crazy. And I couldn't get time and I was terrible. And it was depressing. I was depressed at the time. I like just got out of a long-term relationship and moved across the country and shit like that.
Yeah.
And it sucked. Stand-up sucked. It wasn't fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like running a show at IO West with Anya Malik. And it was a sketch and stand-up show where you had to, like, if you did stand-up on the set, you had to do sketch comedy.
I remember that's why I never asked to be on one of your shows.
Yeah. Because the comics wouldn't show up for practice. They wouldn't learn their lines. They didn't want to do the sketches.
And that's me not chipping my sword.
Yeah. See, and then now I resent this person. It's like, why the fuck did you do the show?
Right. Why would you book this and not be a part of it, you asshole?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't want to be that asshole.
Exactly. So I just stopped doing the show, and then I started doing improv. And then once I started doing improv, I was good at it. Everybody was supportive. I met all these people. I'm doing all these shows. I'm getting all this stage time. I'm not doing stand-up, but I'm still being funny on stage.
Right.
I'm doing 6 shows a goddamn week. You know what I'm saying? Performing all the time. And then now that I like started making friends and like in this community, people throwing variety shows and shit. Then I started doing stand up again.
Gotcha.
And then that was like one of your shows was like one of the first shows. And then that's when I finally was like, all right, I still suck, but not that bad.
Ah,
you know
okay,
I'm not that bad. And then the pandemic happened. Yep. So I feel like my real class of comics that I feel like I'm in or around is like I started going hard in 2021.
Okay.
Since 2021, I've been going like I feel like a real comic out here hustling. Like I was going to mics every single night. I was going to shows, trying to do shows. Then I got my own show, which changed everything. Like having my own show and having a weekly show for 2 years, like my comedy trajectory just shot through the roof.
That was Lemon Pepper?
No, that was Home Cooking.
Home Cooking.
Lemon Pepper Wet was my improv team, and that also helped too. I created my own improv team. It was like basically and I've realized this over the like some time, but it's like if I want something, I will do it. And if I have to create it myself, I'll create it my goddamn self.
That's what this podcast is about.
Yeah.
This is me creating value to myself and having something to trade.
Yeah.
Hey, come be on my show. Oh, we're talking now.
Yeah.
We're both cool people. Hey, come be on my show.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's I met so many comics through Home Cooking. Like out of town comics, like now I know comics all over the country. Mm-hmm. I was able to do fucking 15 to 20 minutes as much time as I wanted to every single week.
Yeah.
That it made me so much better at comedy. It's crazy. And so I forgot what the original question was.
A comedy class.
Comedy class.
So you'd say like 2021?
2021. So I mean, I feel like obviously my homies Austin Kress, Ray Lau, who I'm going on tour with, and who I've gone on tour with. You know, I mean, I feel like in my mind, like he's been in the scene before this, but I think he had just moved to LA around the time I was doing it. It was like
Austin
Dante
or Ray?
What?
You were about to say the
Dante
person.
Cordova.
Okay, gotcha.
I think Dante Cordova, very funny. I remember I met him at like Big Chillin'. The Big Chillin' mic, you know, like Roger Smith, you know.
Damn, I missed out on all of that, bro. You get vaccinated?
Yes.
Yeah, see, I missed out. I had to miss out on all of that because I wasn't vaccinated.
Yeah, my ass didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I was just trying to get the fuck out the house.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy because, like, it's so wild. Because during the pandemic, I had, like, a whole... Because, like, right before the pandemic, I was like, all right, I'm going to get back into stand-up again. This is what I wanted to do. This is what I've always known to do. The break was fun. I got what I needed out of the break. Now I'm ready to get back.
Right.
And I had like I thought at the time, which for me at my level at the time was good, like a good 10 to 15 minutes.
Right.
And then the pandemic happened. And I was like, fuck. And I was stuck in the house and I was depressed. And then I eventually was like, hey, my roommate, she's a terrible person. I got to get out of here. I moved out, moved in with like some homies who were also like funny and creative. And then I was just like, man, I got to get serious about stand-up. And then I just started writing and premises and thoughts and ideas down. And then as soon as I could get vaccinated, I got vaccinated. And I just started doing mics.
Word.
And I was doing 2 mics a day, 3 mics a day, 4 mics a day, every single day. And I just got funnier.
That's what's up, man.
And then, you know, I met like Danny Sellers. I'm meeting like, you know, just like, you know, Corey Young. You know what I'm saying? Just like... meeting super other funny comics on the scene out here hustling all the time. And it ended up working out.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, that's where my cutoff is. This is 2020. So from like 2018 to 2019, that's when I was hustling. And even today, to this day, whatever face card or face value or like whatever little bit of pull I have is from those years.
Yeah.
Up until 2019, I was up at the Comedy Store like every Thursday doing the podcast for Crack 'em Up.
Nice.
And so through that, I was able to do shows there.
A show like, I've never been able to get on.
It's so, dude. I got invited back. Still haven't been on, bro. Even with the invitation, oh yeah, just give me a date, whatever. Still haven't been. It's funny, bro, because actually I saw the effect of the vaccine. That was like the first time I was like, oh, this shit is real. Like people are going to war about this shit. They finally opened the Comedy Store back up. If you're vaccinated, and I was like, damn, I don't think I can make it. And it was just like, oh, okay, here's your name, out the list.
Yeah.
And it's just like, since then, I haven't been invited back to do none of that stuff. So, what do you call it? Yeah.
Yeah,
so
I was at the Comedy Store all the time.
Because of,
during when it was like, all right, the comedy, when they were doing shows, that's the first time I saw Brian Simpson was like in 2020, or I think it was like, maybe, I don't even know. When the first vaccine came, I was like, bitch, I'm getting this shit. I don't give a fuck.
Dude, I
don't care what you think. I don't care what anyone thinks. I'm just getting this bitch.
We getting out. Yep.
I'm getting out the house.
I feel that. I respect it too. You know what I mean? I speaking of Brian Simpson, I like to go through my Instagram every once in a while and go through the shows and lineups, and I have like, it's almost like trading cards, bro.
I'm like, I was on a show with this person.
Yeah. I got this guy. I got this guy. I got this.
Kind of wild.
Yeah.
It was so funny too, because like the first show I did out of the pandemic, like first show, and I had only been doing some I've been doing mics, but like, at the time my friend was dating Beth Stelling, and I was like in Atlanta. I flew to Atlanta to go do some like hang with the homies, and then I'm flying back, and she like texts me or called me. I'm at the airport, and she's like, "Hey, I got this show on Thursday." It was a Tuesday, and she's like, "Do you want to be on it?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Yeah, it's me, the Lucas brothers, Brian Simpson."
Oh damn!
I'm like, "Holy shit." The host, who was the producer, and me. And I was like, what the fuck? Okay.
Every once in a while, you get a good one,
And
dude.
that was like my first show, and it was my first show. It was on, it was in a parking garage on the roof deck, because it was like, you still had to do shows outside and shit. And I fucking crushed.
Nice.
I crushed the show.
That's beautiful.
And it was just what I needed. Like the motivation I needed, and I just like never stopped since.
That's beautiful. Yeah, those little things are boosts, man.
And then
they just keep you going.
Yeah. And last month I filmed an hour special. Self-funded. You know what I'm saying? Self-funded, raised the money, did it myself.
Yep.
Fuck it.
Beautiful.
You know? Why
That's
not?
awesome, man.
So,
We'll plug it.
Love a Deal. My special Love a Deal. It'll be on my YouTube. I think my YouTube that'll be on is Leonard Smith Jr. Comic. It'll be on my website, leonardsmithjr.com. You can watch it for free on YouTube. If you want to own it and support your boy, you can buy it on my website.
Awesome.
It's going to be like 50 minutes long, produced by Good Milk Productions, directed by Danny Sellers.
Shout out to the motherfucking kid, bro.
Yeah.
He's out here.
Yeah,
man.
that's the dog, man. And it's like, he's a grinder. He's a hustler. It's like, that's just the way I feel like if I'm out all the time and I see you all the time and you're funny, you know what I'm saying? Then like,
it's got to work. It's going to work.
Yeah.
That's my last episode. I had my co-host Sean Connor.
Yeah.
We were talking about this. He was talking about he's like saying that this is a new comedian thing, is where we at today, what we doing, where we going, what shows we hitting up. And he's like, bro, I need to see you on accident. I need to go out somewhere and you're already there.
Yeah.
That's how you know somebody is out doing their thing. That's like the Danny thing, man. Like he is literally everywhere, bro. You run into him on accident type shit, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And he really be out here. Like Ray Lau is probably the biggest hustler I know. This motherfucker just be like doing shows everywhere, going wherever he need to go to. He doesn't care about the room. He's just doing a show every single night.
Right.
You know, it's crazy.
Or that'll sharpen your steel, man.
Oh, it's crazy. He's a killer, man. He just recorded his first Don't Tell set.
Beautiful.
Tape set. Very excited for him. Very excited to go back on tour with the homie, you know. Yeah, man, the special I'm super excited about. I actually got the trailer if you want to watch it. You want to watch this trailer real quick?
Yeah, for sure. And then could we put it on the show as well?
We might. I think it'll be, what time, when is this coming out?
Monday.
I think the trailer might be out by then.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. For sure.
Give them a little taste. And are we wrapping up? I'll show you after.
We're wrapping
I'm
up.
trying to think if there's anything else. I got my team Lemon Pepper Wet, my all black improv team.
You're still doing that?
Still doing that.
Beautiful.
We've been at UCB on a monthly residence for like 2 years now.
Okay.
It's been great. We're every fourth Friday at 10 o'clock. We're starting to like put out sketches. I think we're gonna put out more like online material. We're all just too extremely talented. We do have a video on YouTube right now. It's the Lemon Pepper Wet Wing Off, where we
I saw that.
We all make our own wings and we like a blind taste.
You guys were flaming the dude that brought ranch.
Oh yeah, we were flaming. Everybody got flamed except for me. Except for me.
Sure, of course.
Except for me, because your boy be cooking. And let me think. Is there anything else? I might do this EP, man. I might. This might have inspired me to stop bullshitting and get this little EP done for the special.
That's funny. That's how I feel about stand up. I might go hit some mics this week or something, bro. Yeah.
And I think that's I'm also if you improv person and you like heralds, you can see me on the UCB Herald team. Yikes! I'll be performing Mondays and Thursdays at UCB. And then I'm just also doing hella stand-up. You can go to my website for my merch, buttbuffet.com, for all my merch.
There we go.
I host 3 different podcasts, and I haven't done any of them in like a year. I've just been too busy. So maybe I'll get back on my podcast and shit. We'll see.
Yeah,
maybe
sure.
I'll have you on the pod.
That'd be great, man.
Yeah,
that'd be nice.
You're a comedian, you gotta do a podcast.
Yeah, that's how it goes, man. And it's shitty because everyone like shits on you for having a podcast, but they would also have a podcast if they fucking could. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I got a new.
It's one of those things.
It's one of those things you just got to do, man.
Mm-hmm.
So got to get those creative endeavors. We're creative people, man.
Right.
We need an outlet.
Yeah. No, that's why I really. This is my thing, bro. Because even when I can't hit a stage, or even when, bro, when you go out, you only got 5 minutes. You want to practice your shit. Like, I like just shooting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like to shoot. So, like, this is a good place to just shoot.
Yeah.
Every week, But I appreciate you being on, man.
Yeah.
This was a good episode. We didn't have to get to the notes.
Not to get the notes.
So,
I'm sorry it wasn't like very funny. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. This is like an open for. This is a one-on-one. This is my 60 minutes right here.
Okay,
bro.
cool.
You know what I mean? I like to get to know
You're on your
people.
Shannon Sharp shit.
Yeah, I like to get to know people, bro. You know
I'm gonna tell you, you're a better interviewer than Shannon Sharp. So
hey, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, at least I can fucking. I don't got the lisp and shit. You know what I mean? No, but this was a fun episode, man. I appreciate you.
Great time. Good time reminiscing.
Thank you for listening, everybody. We appreciate you for tuning in. As always, if you want to see a little bit more, a little bit behind the scenes, get some good clips, you want shorter, faster, funnier versions of this, you can see me at Luke Kang Show. You can follow me personally at Lou_Kang_. We'll be out on every Monday. We're back. I said we'd be back, and we're back, baby. So thank you for tuning in. We love you. Peace.